not always move in a straight line. Sometimes it turns into a circle and returns to the same eternal truth. The sacred epics of India give us such a timeless circle: the Mahabharata and the Bhagavatam. The Mahabharata begins with the question: King Shanamajaya, the son of King Parikshit, is burning within. He carries grief, he carries anger. One question echoes in his heart: who were my ancestors? How did they protect Dharma? To answer that question, the sages begin to narrate the Mahabharata. It is not merely a story of war. It is a story of relationships, of desire, of power, of betrayal, and the testing of righteousness. Even when the war ends, even when victory is achieved, peace does not arrive immediately. One by one, the Pandavas renounce the world, and the throne is passed to Parikshit, the grandson of Arjuna. There, the narrative of the Mahabharata finds its worldly conclusion. The age of war ends. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of another sacred journey. The Bhagavatam begins with that same King Parikshit, cursed to die in 7 days by the son of Sage Shuka through the serpent Takshaka. 7 days. Faced with death, Parikshit does not run. He does not fight. He asks a question: what should a man do when death stands before him? And then arrives a great sage, Shuka. From his lips flows a story of devotion, the Bhagavatam, a story of how the divine comes closer to the human heart. For 7 days and 7 nights, Parikshit listens. No food, no sleep. His mind fixed on one name: Krishna. Death arrives, but it is no longer fear. It is liberation. The body falls, but the soul merges into the eternal. And here, a profound truth becomes clear. The Mahabharata begins with Shanamajaya and concludes with Parikshit becoming king. The Bhagavatam begins with Parikshit and concludes with his liberation. One scripture shows us the battles of life. The other reveals the answer to death. Where the Bhagavatam ends, the Mahabharata begins. Where the Mahabharata ends, the Bhagavatam begins. This is not the end of a story. It is the circle of existence. As long as you live, it is the Mahabharata. When you understand death, it becomes the Bhagavatam.